Hey, it's Adrian, and if you're looking for additional batteries or if you want to replace an aging battery for any of your Sony Alpha cameras, you're going to want to check out this battery option from JYJZPB. These have been working fantastic for me on my Sony A7 III, so let's get into what comes in the package and what you can expect in terms of battery life. The box comes with the battery charging case, which doubles as a power bank as well, 2 batteries, a micro USB to Type A cable, and manual. With the battery charging case and both battery, it comes in at roughly 288 grams. The battery charger or carrying case is fairly compact, fits in the palm of my hands, not too thick. Now if we take a look at the front, we do have indicator lights to show charging status, and then taking a look at the side, we have all 3 USB inputs. We have micro USB, Type C USB, and Type A USB. And the output is what you're going to use if you want to have this function as a power bank to charge up your phone. But one thing to note with that is that you will have to have one of the batteries in here, which is going to supply power. Once you open the case up, we have compartments for both batteries to sit in, and then you could see the metal charging contacts there. And then if we look at the cover, this is where we have the SD card slot holder, so you can keep 2 SD card slots in here. Now, this is very challenging to open up. You kind of do need to have longer fingernails. Now, I did get it first try right there. But basically you could just slide in your SD cards, which is pretty handy to just have these on the go, and then just kind of lock those into place. Once you put both of the batteries in, you just have to put a little bit of force to click it into place. And then everything closes nice and flush all the way through. And then if you hold it upside down and shake it, the magnetic closure on here is fairly good enough that it keeps everything in place for easy carrying. Here's a quick look at the specs. Feel free to pause or jump ahead to the next section. All right, let's get into battery life. So I had the camera in a room that was around 21 degrees Celsius or 70 degrees Fahrenheit. And I set the camera to record 4K quality, 24 frames per second. And I had the screen brightness at the back of the camera set to the max brightness. So for the first battery, it went from 100% to 0 or dead in about 2 hours, 31 minutes. And then I let the camera cool down for 20 minutes, and then I put in the second battery, ran the test, and I got 2 hours and 30 minutes. So I'd say, consistently or reliably, you'll get 2 hours and 30 minutes just straight 4K recording. Of course, if you're doing, mixed use recordings plus photos, you're gonna get even better battery life. So that's already fantastic for me, and it's doing better than the original Sony battery that I have, which is now 6 years old. So I did put that 6-year-old battery into the same test, and I got 1 hour and 49 minutes. Now, that's to be expected. It's a 6-year-old battery. There has been battery life degradation. Now, once the batteries were completely dead, I did put them into the case, and I connected the case to a 45-watt charger. Now, I don't know what the maximum charging speed this takes is, but the highest I have is a 45-watt charger, and that took 4 hours and 10 minutes roughly to charge both batteries up to 100%. One of the things I loved about using these batteries in my Sony A7 III is that when I put them in, it doesn't prompt or pop up that message saying the safety of these batteries can't be guaranteed. That's really annoying because you have to press OK to dismiss it before you can go into menus or do other things on your cameras. I don't have that issue with these. Now, if you're using a newer Sony camera, and I believe the A7 IV, especially with the newest firmware upgrade, you probably will have that message if you use these. I don't have a Sony A7 IV to test that out, unfortunately, but something to be mindful of. Another thing I noticed when I use some third-party battery options is that it doesn't actually show the battery percentage when the battery's in the camera, and this is usually when it prompts that message saying the safety of the battery can be guaranteed. So you never really know exactly what battery percentage you're at, which is kind of annoying. However, with these, when I put them in, I can actually see the battery percentage in real time, same as I can with the original Sony batteries. Now, one really cool thing about this charging case or carrying case is that while it doesn't have its own internal battery, if you leave at least one of the battery packs in here, you can use it as a power bank, and then you could charge your phone using the USB ports on the side of this. So if you have a Sony Alpha camera and you're looking to get additional batteries or to replace an aging battery, I'm going to leave links down below so you can pick up the JYJZPB DB-FZ100 batteries. If you found this video helpful, please consider liking and subscribing. It truly does help me out, and consider checking out some of my other tech reviews. I review a bunch of different tech on this channel. I'm sure you'll find something you like, and I hope to see you in the next one soon.